Baldur's Gate 3. Um, this will be our final episode of this series. At some point, I may stream this game again and do a like evil slash bad decision playthrough. Um, that will probably be a while out because I do have other games I would like to stream. The next game on the agenda is Journey. It's it originally came out on the PlayStation 2 or 3, and has now released on Steam, so we'll probably playing that. It will be a mostly blind playthrough, and it is a shorter game. I think it's just long enough that it will have to be cut into 2 streams, so we'll have to see how we get on with that. And that's all contingent on whether I can get it to work with Streamlabs. So I had one game that did not play well. I had 1 or 2 games that just did not work on Streamlabs. So it's all contingent on that. But that is the plan. Because we are going to be killing a Netherbrain today. As always, if you'd like to support this channel, you can do so in a number of ways. For free on Twitch. That's how many hours we put into this game. 118. It's not my longest playthrough. I think my longest playthrough was about 150. But I think I'm managing to cut some of the corners the longer or the more familiar I become with the game. Anyway. For free on Twitch, you can give me a follow, and for free on YouTube, you can give me a subscribe, and that does help this channel. If you'd like to support me financially, there is a link down below for an outright donation via Streamlabs, or you can become a patron over on Patreon. The patrons get exclusive access to a once per month post/video combo, so check that out if you're interested. And if you'd like to know when I'll be streaming next, since I do have an unusual stream schedule, the best way to do that is to follow me on Twitter at Old Maid Games. There's a link for that down below. Okay, let's see. Potions. Let's see. Everybody's got their elixirs up. Everybody got healed by this little thing, which is no longer lit up because I used it, I guess. We still have most of our allies. There we go. We are good to go. Brains in.
Anything of use?
Anything in there? Oh, I guess these those. If they had health potions, I would have grabbed them. Am I ready to face the Netherbrain? Yes. Good. Now at this point, if you have Gale in your party, you can have him climb up and detonate the Netherese orb. He will die though, of course, but it is an easy way out of this fight. I'm not sure about Gale dying. I think this would be kind of slippy. A little bit of a slip climb, but... Whoop, 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 it's taking off. Whoopee! Look, that dragon's eyes have turned purple, and that's kind of a sign that up in there. It's kind of a sign that it has been corrupted, like it has lifted corruption. So somebody controlling that dragon that is illicit in nature.
There it is. The crown of Carsus. The site of power. The site of domination.
That's it! We have to use the nether stones on the crown. It's the only hope we have.
He's back. Sorry. Look, he's come to visit. So this is the Emperor. He's thrown his lot in with the Netherbrain who betrayed him.
My gods! I didn't think they were real. Not really.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
The crown! Cast the spell on it!
So, let's see. Emperor. Dragon. The Dream Guardian. There are 4 of those, one for each of the party members. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have Roland use the Mage Tower to do some damage here. Okay, there's one of Dream Guardians, and basically put the inflow down to half health. We are going to dash and let's do disengage. Not happening. Gotten by that. Okay. Going to do some more allies. Didn't want to grab people necessarily die. That's why I'm doing like AoE kind of stuff. Become a aggressive wall of fire on the battlefield. Not sure what that is. So they're going to go with a line of fire. Oops. See that? Oops. It didn't hit the first head off. That guy's down to, it doesn't look like it hit him at all. Doesn't really look like it did much damage to the dragon, so that was a mistake. Go around, but okay. Let's do this. Yeah, let's see. Wait. I think I can do that. Yeah. I'm gonna find it so I know we'll use it next turn. Oops, let me use clerk. I figured to use the clerk. So, I'm looking for a, can use this once per adventure. Under them. This one. Because it's not a stealth book, and I don't think, oh, it's divine intervention, but it's actions I can do. Okay, so it's down here in this. I will do that next turn, I think. In the meantime, I need to put this here. Is there anybody I don't care about if they die? Yeah, the city watch. Yeah, go there.
City Watch! Into position! Join you!
Go. The city watch guy, I don't really care that much.
What path lies before me?
Enter. Yeah, select bonus action. You take fire. I think you'll take fire damage if you I'll get rid of you. Great miss.
Put him up.
Oh. I'm not gonna have you summon stuff because you can actually do some pretty damage. Where's this tentacle can? No. We take out this tentacle. City watch out. Pants. Cleansing up. And just move. Go. And the city watch sucks. That hole. Yeah, okay, not. Right. Power. I don't know that. I think you're attacking the walkers, so I don't want to care. There's one dead. Don't react. Don't react. Don't react. Look for the full play. want to be silent.
Witness perfection. Ye do it.
They go flat with small fire.
A long time ago.
Let's see, I don't know what you're gonna do. Okay, well. Astarion. Pulse, not my lives. I'm gonna speak some guild master. What's in here? And in here.
Time to honor your debt. Yes, here.
Moving. I'm going to poison there we go. I don't want to start to get too far ahead of everybody else. Else. Here. Mm-hmm. Move a free cat. This is going to disintegrate from the shredder. What do you mean not enough movement? How close do I gotta get down like? Guess I gotta be fairly close to be done right. Okay, well what's wrong? Yeah, sure, yeah. So let's build a little bit. Still 42%. What's the mode?
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Let's go.
Not reach anybody. Yeah. Can I reach this guy? Fucking glossy block. Oh. Did she get hit with the silence and I didn't notice? I don't think I can even throw. Throw a javelin at you. Your master's not very good.
Execute.
Okay. Yeah. Kill. Yeah. We've got, where's the emperor? It says you got the emperor somewhere. Hey, kill him, did I? Darkness. Oh, I did kill the emperor. Oops, go me. Okay. Look at this. It's too far. I guess these two are the same cycle. No damage to good button. Okay. Oh crap. Okay. Don't die, Orpheus. One watch above and then it turned out. Okay. Heal.
I'll handle these
Okay.
idiots. You go dominate the brain. Get to the crown and cast the spell.
And then throw. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, have command fleet. And I can't do anything. Let's move forward and stuff. That's it. Okay, well, I can't do anything at all, so. Yeah, well. You can attack me. You can not shut up here.
Can't slow down.
Yeah.
This is gonna feel good.
You have. Are we in range? Throw a javelin at him.
That's it.
Possibly I could use my divinity thing, especially if I throw the like a thrower. Yeah. You'll stop running through the fire. Okay, let's see. Let's tunnel this guy. And reach this guy. And throw this guy. Turn. Okay. shoot. He's got an arrow. Damage going on him. And that's it. I didn't have that poison. I couldn't fuck it up in this turn. Okay, so it. This. Damage. Get closer.
Onward.
In the fire. That's great. Sounds good.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, come on. We're not dimensional our way. Go.
Knees high.
Try to reach. Decent, I guess. If I don't crit miss, come on, Papa.
One, two.
Oops. If I can I reach you? I can sort of reach you. And
Kai Cortez.
it's working. It's inspiration. Let's take a potion. We're going to be starting our this is a it's a turn, I think. Whoop. And this is last round, that means you're gonna now have a non-load start firing like it did in the previous section. And there, so, kills you off.
Like fun.
But
On my way.
helping you guys good. Orpheus is done for one turn. Just shoot you with arrows, I guess. You'll also get people teleporting in there. If you kind of want to finish it up.
Let's finish this.
Let's come bomb you back.
Let's see.
over up here because once
Got to press on.
Orpheus can get something done.
Can't stay idle.
Um, actually, in preparation for these guys coming. Oh no, there's an alley down there, so we won't be full of kill. And will. Nice then.
What's this?
Get some more arrows.
Go on. Close ranks.
You're almost dead. Just left him there because he's going to be hit by the thing. I have an award for that. Should I watch me shit? No. No. There's allies. Yeah, you know what? Girls can get attacked down there. So these guys. This guy, he has moved out of my range for basically anything that I do, I think. Let's see, let me get a scroll. And let's see the scroll. Netherbrain needs to be kind of close. Got another price. Nope, it's for the sunbeam actually. Oh, I keep doing it actually. Not perfect, never mind. Start menu. Oops. Go. That's those guys. Oh, that's good enough. That's the healing party. Yeah, get those filled up.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Potion. Let's spin. Price down. Good.
Into the chase.
Expect to go down there. Please. Thank you. Okay. Reach you. And will it cost me to move? It will not. Is alive. Let's please finish your death damage. Stay from alive. Mind first. I'm gonna throw you there. Right. No, I can't. Can I reach you with both hands over here?
I've got it.
Let's go. And then let's move it back without that. Now let's move it back and throw. Off the fire actually. Yes. Thing, yeah. Okay, it's on fire then. And now we can put a let's powder second. Yep. In here. Now let's try this again. Okay. I'm not always gonna do stuff. Oops, that killed all the girls I got on board.
So close. Just keep them back.
Need to move out of this bombing area. So I think they did some, but looks like this brain is alive, so I'll just leave it now. So let's out the way of this. My heart's pulled away. Okay, the Orpheus has opened up the path.
The brain is weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together. Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated.
We need to have Orpheus come down here. And we'll be popping in and out of this subspace. It get confused for a bit. So this is my. Okay, so yeah, just walk into an airstrike area. So now we have another brain and a crown separate thing. Okay, the orb of negation. That will take some of those platforms out of commission. So you need to be watching where that's going to affect. Party out of place. Alright.
A rift! Move! Destroy it from within!
Okay. Let's go in, get up here.
There you are, you wretched thing. Time to die.
So as you can see, it's going to be affecting this, and this platform. Perfect. So let's not have time. Go down this way. We're cutting dash. Here. Oh, 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 oh. No, okay, you didn't go where I thought they were going to go. Okay, cutting dash again. In here. Continue. Here's an arrow. Right. Then turn. Shut off this two in here.
Its will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to end this.
Get down. In there. Here. I dimension store myself. Here. There we go. That. Netherbrain second.
This is it! Its will is weakening!
Very well.
No. The dimension on myself as well. I can't move by force. Here. And now I can jump off the one that's going to be disappearing. And turn. Yeah.
Its will is weakening. The Netherbrain's ours.
I might keep her up there because she does have range. Yeah, she can reach it from here. If it misses. Oh, I can do this. Miss this step up. So. Let's miss this step up here. So it has taken off, luckily, it seems to have taken off the outside enemies. And let's be moved off here. That's just gonna pick me. Melees. And
Obey! Thrall.
there we go, there's platforms. And there is a new now orb of negation over here, so I can hear it and have to move. Let's W up. Nothing. Don't. It's your turn. So,
Can't afford to let up.
we've got. Well, did Orpheus die? Oh, gosh. Oh. Get off him. I'm just gonna go to help you. Yes.
Take you.
And so do a level 5 heal. Not heal. I did not even notice that he had
I
5.
wonder if this is worth the cost.
And I feel potion on me. Need to
Is
heal.
that the best way?
Miss! I need to a skip here, so
These boots have seen everything.
yeah.
For another round.
I'll just get out of the
Their noses.
danger at least. Let's try playing another potion to
Hup.
That's good enough. That's what I was. What? Harry, what the hell? You're supposedly in a safe spot. Philip was right here. Well, okay.
Take you.
Okay. Let's slap the brain some. And he's dead again. In a safe spot.
Let's end this.
And help him out, I guess. Running out of platform. Oh, I've never had this much trouble in this fight.
Smell blood.
Get the here.
Find a route.
And so, in the fight, not quite. Here. In the fight, please. Thank you. Woohoo! It's all.
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender. There. At last. It is subdued. Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute. And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
I love how this just throws you at the end where it's like, hey, you know, all the positive stuff you did. Join your soil in a window and become a betrayer, and I'm a wielder of the absolute instead. So you can write Orpheus. Become the absolute. Nope, we're gonna.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
So we've told it to destroy all the tadpole of mind flares itself. It's the self-destruction.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids.
Yes, there's a tadpole in our head destroying itself.
The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain.
And there's Crown. Bye. What kind of sunburn damage?
For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
Oh yeah, that's right. Or like a mile up in the air. Yeah, there is there is and always has been some kind of lag / stuttering with some of these end things, it seems. Whoop. Not our fault. Whee! Well, having boats working out for you. There you go. And then he wasn't turns taking care of those small turns. If the mind players, maybe they couldn't be destroyed, self-destruct, but it does look like that maybe they were greatly weakened by the destruction of the Netherbrain. One of those things. Oh my god, I survived this nightmare.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Should have learned to bloody swim. Can't believe I almost drowned at the last hurdle.
My powers. They're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
Fucking hell. It's over.
And we didn't even have to turn into mind flayers to do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to, well, you know.
Fucking so
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. But first, lae-zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Persuade her to stay. Yeah, this surface makes interested me.
Duty. All my life, I've traveled in its slipstream, not once questioning its path. In its service, I came here. And now, in it, I will carry your hope, Prince Orpheus. And I will carry your burden. But to that burden, I must add my own. The loss of those I leave behind.
Lach crushed Makvlek. So be it. Now, give me my freedom from this form.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the honorable death. Can persuade him to keep living, but given that his whole thing is anti-illicit, it's kind of hard for him to convince either get Yankee to follow him instead of blocking, because he is now addicted. So we're just gonna give him his honorable death. No, why not?
Githka Tavkin crushed.
Yes, and you'll see back good.
Kulos!
I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator.
Seems to actually like us. Even though I basically never partied with her. I'll be able to party with her. Later, lae-zel. Have fun fighting the actual flame, I guess.
To the skies!
I think if you romance lae-zel, you can actually choose to go with her on her mission. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, dragon in midair. Sure. But I think that's why he needs you 2 dragons, so in case you are romancing her, you get to ride the second dragon. Not sure, I've never done that ending. Never done that romance option. Yep, lae-zel's gone, red dragon's gone.
The Githyanki leave, at last. I feared they would make this world their own.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it?
Yeah, give it to Mr. as she asks. If you do not have high enough friendship with him, he will basically reject himself or be like, I want to keep it for yourself.
Sage and timely counsel, as always.
Yeah.
And I intend to heed it.
So friendly.
A wise man learns from his mistakes and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Yeah.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, and I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I am seldom one to imbibe, but even I shall make an exception on a day like today.
Oh, so you have ugly armor.
I think we have earned it. No?
You see that armor. Ugh. I want to say let's get out of this city. Yeah, let's celebrate.
Excellent. Let's see if the elf song's still standing. Their Golden Sands brew goes down real easy.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
I can't stay in the sun anymore. Apple's gone.
Astarion will keep to the dark now, I wager. At least, he'll find plenty to feast on.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
We're spectacular in every way.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlak, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
Yeah, Will will be with you. You won't be alone anymore. It's your decision, but if you have to choose, Will will go with you, Zero won't be able to touch you. You can go with Will and to Avernus. You can tell Will to stay, and you'll go with Clark by yourself. Or you can say, no, Will, Clark's never going. Okay, so I'll say, your decision, Clark, you have to choose. Will go with you, Zero won't be able to touch you.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlak.
Fine. I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go. Now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny.
Scratch. Looks like he has found a friend.
You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
This new cutscene, and this was added after the latest patch.
Hello, darling. I was just thinking about freedom. How I'm free of the parasite. Free of Cazador. How I'll never be in someone's power again. And all it cost was my life in the sun. Now I belong to the shadows. So, what happens next?
Let's see. So we can if the team that's going to be heroes, or you can find the vampires spawn in the Underdark and guide them. Or you can try to find a way to go from the sun again. So you can actually do Unbreaking Up if you not know why you would romance somebody all the way through to this point and then say, I'll break up with you. So I always tend to choose I'll help you find a way to welcome the sun, because I mean this is a world where, you know, you have sorcerers, you have warlocks, you have other, you know, magic users, so you figure there's got to be some kind of at least magical way to like allow someone to welcome the sun.
Do you think it's possible? I suppose there is a chance. And if there's a chance, no matter how small, I'm going to take it. And it would mean setting off on another adventure together. Is that what you want? Is this what you want? I would understand if you wanted to go your own way.
Yes, it's basically like confirming, yeah, you actually really love me, because I think Astarion's kind of, I don't know if all companions do this, but Astarion's kind of, insecure, I guess, about, you know, people actually being, in love with him and not just lusting after him, like it has to be his past. So he still does have some hang-ups on that. So,
Good. Because, selfless as I am, I really did not want to let you go. We are rather excellent together, you know. And united, there is nothing we can't do. I can't say what the future holds for us, but I know we'll be facing it together. And we're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down.
and continue cutscene. And continue cutscene. You're just standing there quiet.
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got.
I'm gonna have to press skip again.
Gods. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. But there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
We'll just have problems with this entire cutscene, so just freeze them.
But then, there was you.
And we'll just get a... Let's take a, range so I can submit it.
Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget... You asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Oh, it's much better to kid it off than Willis. I just never had him in my party. Fade to black if it's actually loading something. or do I have to skip? No, so it doesn't look like we're actually going to have to take a break today before we continue past the cutscene. But I was definitely right in that thing. Right now, by the time we finish, it'll probably be about 2 hours. About a 2-hour long stream, so it's definitely way too long to continue on yesterday. Not yesterday, but in the last stream. It's made.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Astarion have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. One night, he tells you that these last 6 months of happy memories are the counterweight to 200 years of misery. Next day, you receive an invitation written in a frail hand, inviting you to a gathering back in the place where your journey together began. A chance to meet with the friends and allies who were by your side in the battle against the Absolute.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
As you can see, we have Alberta and Scratch.
Now there's a face of the endless well informed. Now there's a ditty worthy of a knee slap. With this
Did not keep my this annual potion.
For this.
The first thing I'm going to do here.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
That's annual potion. It's not obvious, so
What's inside?
stuck in one of these, so
Here I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed
here it is. So that's where your animal food potion is. Drink it. Back on us. Yeah.
Should mind my step.
What's going around this thing? What do you say?
There you are. There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries, Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Forest trees draped in moss. Bittersweet, smoky, and that faintest hint of vanilla. A far cry from the rancid Avernus heat that's been clogging my lungs. I swear, Karlach and I have felled enough cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Have you had any time to visit your father?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
Have you been caring about your warlock powers?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I miss traveling with you. You're supposed to be around, because that would be like... Bye.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine, for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Good song, good company, and good wine from the looks of it.
Army, it's for, Baldur and Baldur. New master of this power that's, starts with Z. It's not Zephyr because that's the other guys. Damon, something like that. Ranger. It's a false, thing to, because, Minsk is here, so I think that's just to, like, assure the people that a stone lord is no more. Prison guard returned to full strength. Wait servant murder solved. That. I solved to mean we killed somebody who did it. Gondians no more. Aldrin Borgor, Iron Hand Gnome sticks in the face. And see, okay, and that's praise flawless. Yes, we did that. Okay, so Iron Hands and Gondians rebuild, so they're working together to rebuild the city. We call this into a few things forward. Let's see little sub of the I found the last build section off. But they haven't cleared that out yet. Okay, so Lola. Lola has hunted new guy to the gate.
Accustomed to the taste of sun-fed.
The last holdout cold is cleared from Lola. That's into a fall. So it's good. They went in and I guess killed any balls who's still hanging around watching the ball. Whoops. Iron Hand Orange Burn Wreckage and shipping lanes. Whoops.
Withers has laid out
Whoops.
quite a
Blame
spread of field,
Gortash. He blew it up.
comprising mostly of bone.
settlers found lands
Perhaps he wishes to live vicariously through his enemy's appetites.
Well, shush, I'm trying to read the newspaper. So, now that the Shadow Curse is lifted, some of the settlers have, decided to try their luck in settling, what used to be the Shadowlands. A structure found beneath House of the, yeah. Sorry. Okay, 6 months since the assassination of Arthur.
I would kill for a glass of Ulava wine.
No, shush.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last
Yes,
forever.
Will. Now, witnesses encountered vampire spawn in the tale, so I don't know if that's Astarion or maybe some of the ones we freed. A small sun for a new district built by Victorian refugees. Okay. New bar at school, Tiefling founder. Oh, that's
A gathering of heroes.
there's the Tiefling bard.
A fire
On the
target
blue
for our enemies.
Elf Song, the Elf Song Tavern. I don't remember her name. Jennifer supposed using of art and culture. Jennifer was the artist that we freed, like white gives me life. Monument Plan for Heroes, in the High Hall. Okay. And these are,
Oh, rank. I'd take rat over this any day.
okay, so sorry, it's not pleased with the, wine choice. Okay, so this is, the Guild of Great Genius.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun-fed.
I'm not sure what that actually is. A letter from Barkus.
Nice to return to familiar environments.
Okay, so they're
Whole gang is here.
restricting,
Wish I'd had time to polish up the horns.
Will, shush. Go
I
away.
expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
So, basically they're helping me get the city. And the Arch is, the guy that we,
Just be rocks, grass, and dirt.
like brought back to his, like woke up in the Shadowlands, who played with Daniel.
I fear I am becoming
So
accustomed
he is basically
to the taste
losing
of
his strength. He can no longer hold the fort with that distance. And he says that Daniel with Oliver has promised to be with him when the end comes. So he's dying. I think
Withers can pluck wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
let's not pick up. This is from the Elephant Galera.
By the living gods, I needed it.
But, apparently you have an unpaid for cabinets, put the name into full repute. It's the Raven Guard. Yeah. I'm sure that'd be good. Boring Big Raven Guard. It is, Arabella. This is the, child sorcerer we kept running into. So I'm not sure who Beard's name is. Maybe Gale, maybe Elminster. But a magic user basically feared, I guess, is helping Arabella. Sebastian, oh, that's Astarion's
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not in.
former, one of his victims that was spawned. Thousands of us. They basically were ravenous for blood, and they did, I guess, find a lot of blood. Also, unfortunately, our past and what we could. We lost hunters along the way. Some of the beasts that most just whisper in the dark. There are a lot of spawn, I guess, that kind of took their chance to separate from the pack and, I guess, go their own way. This looks like some of the like main spawn. What those who are Astarion called brothers and sisters. They found them and helped them gain some control.
Other reunions to which I was
They're
not.
in the Underdark.
And good wine from the looks of it.
They're not prospering. Like they're not living the good life, but they're learning, and they're better than what they were when they were in prisons like Hesper. So. This is for this person who we rescued from the burning house and the prison cell.
To the taste of sun-fed.
Talk about how there's poems being sung by us about us by bards. We're from the GURPS. So we got your vampire babies and your sending you people to die on the top of the brain.
But, no, not even close.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste of sun.
Perhaps the bard knows some
Y'all
of my
all
favorites.
fish. Y'all just so noisy. It's not food. So this is to Astarion. Okay, so they're saying, we're not hurt and punching you, but we are keeping a watch on you. I'll be using his control as a teaching point for their spawn children. And so we're learning how some of the herbs that kept maybe vampires at bay are helping keep them calm. Alfira, that's who it was. Alfira, that's her name. That's the name of the bard.
Sweeter. It's such a rich perfume.
Yeah, her girlfriend tried to pick her own lae-zel.
Store some in your cheeks. Better than selfish people, is it not?
Minster. And this is the Gale, so he's saying, he's glad that he came to a senses about the crown, and gave it to Bishop, I guess. Planned to do, and that the orb is not to catch Jeff.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
We didn't mention Arabella. That's not this is two Shadowheart. This is not her next person, who she was friends with down in the Temple of Shar in Baldur's Gate. That's grief. Ooh. Okay, so she's still not with Shore. Not followers. She's still not brave enough to be a child relation. It's a gift of box and
Such pleasure to see them once more.
is the actual plane fighting a war against selected followers and trying to spread the word about Orpheus. And it looks like they are it's correct. They are allying with people who had been, I guess, enemies of, like, I think there was a split in the gift long ago. They're now seeking help from the other party that has split before.
The whole gang is here. Wish I'd had time to polish up the horns.
There's somebody streaming of this. Who is this? Well, this is her from Hope. Okay. So she's turning the house into something that's not so terrible. Marina is the person who is the hag victim in Act 1 and was leading a hag help group in Act 3. Yes. So. Now we had her baby.
I learned much under these very skies. Such pleasure to see them once more.
So we're printing a printing group. So right now they're just printing about how to kill hags.
Oh, rank. I'd take rat over this any day.
Mm-hmm. Right. 9 fingers. We're about hitting your guild members killed. 9 fingers.
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I needed it.
Okay, so I'm saying that with
Pardon me.
like the people, but there's plenty of opportunities. So if we find ourselves at a loose end, she'll take us in for she'll have jobs for us basically.
I fear I am becoming accustomed to the taste
Steph
of
Laura, this is the tiefling who landed his charges in Act 2.
Amidst nature.
He did like come around in Act 3 at the very end to help us be Hell Riders, so that he's in charge of again. And he's basically saying how
other reunions to which I was
he's healing. What's the girl?
Withers can pluck wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
Well, that might be the guy that,
I expect there have been other.
he basically only survivor of the, Hawkins got pulled up in the city. Okay, so that's all of our letters. So people from basically who, one fighter but could not come. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's Matt's.
Always at your side.
Boo! We are not dreaming! It is our old friend!
Oh, what happened to you? You look terrible.
Boo suggested a hello is more traditional. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
You wanna sell? What for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jahira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Looks like Withers got you just in time.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn, Boo would not be late to the bloodshed. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
Been Astarion trying to find a way to cure him.
A powerful pairing. If love cannot cure a vampire, what can? Oh, Boo suggests a variety of arcane remedies, but love is the most potent, and by far the easiest to pronounce. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo, though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
So yeah.
Which I was not
Okay. This is cut. Cut.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! Soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean.
I've missed you too.
I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side. Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
Yeah, so looks like Will and Karlak have gotten romantically involved with each other during their time in Avernus. I'm so glad I'm able to fix your heart. You must be so happy.
Trying not to count my owlbears before they've hatched. But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out?
Yep, you better.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here, together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
So, here we are. A gathering of allies at a cold campsite with no servants to attend us and few luxuries to enjoy. Ah, we could have been conquerors. We could have ruled these realms as gods. Do you ever regret that we did not take control of the Netherbrain?
Your boss, people should be glad they absolutely more than they destroyed you.
True. But what better revenge could there be than enslaving the abomination that was the author of my torment? I shall not dwell on the past, though. The future is unwritten and rich with possibilities.
And what mark you been making, or what have been
I feared that returning to the Underdark as an apostate of Lolth would be an act of madness. Perhaps it was. If so, it is a madness that fits me well. Rebels swarm to my cause, and even if it takes centuries, I will reclaim my house in Menzoberranzan. And make the Spider Queen bleed. I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Okay, let's all
Deja vu.
stuff here. Scratch it top.
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
Got this one.
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw.
Well, we have to. First have been.
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Owlbear. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
Well, glad to hear farewell.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
So let's, where is it? Yeah. Roll it. Let's take a stretch. Oh. Oh. Fine, okay. Okay, Al, where have you been?
Friend? Friend! You came! Big Brother Scratch, too! Happy. Yes. Miss this. More.
Okay. What have you been doing since we last met?
Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave.
And then need someone to look after you. How about housing?
Bear man? He is big, but not bigger than me. I like him. I go to him.
Okay, so basically got the owlbear a home. Go to the heart.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Well, I've been counting down the days.
Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
And it's the same person who basically like, but I'll travel with you just because safety in numbers.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Can you find me, cat? Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to check the option. Yeah, I've slept under the stars for that one last one.
I'm not entirely sure I'd agree. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. For old time's sake. I'm glad you seem well. Trudy.
And what you've been up to?
I found a little cottage. Abandoned, half ruined. There's a lot of such places to be found, thanks to the Absolute's armies. I've been making it my own.
Now, your parents. At first I was like, why am I going to ask this? And I remember, oh yeah, that's right, they did live in this place.
Healing. Learning to live again. It's hard to think of all that was robbed from them, but they're intent on making every day count for double. My mother's mind still drifts every now and again, but she has more good days than not so good days. She taught me her recipe for apple and plum pie, and when I tasted it, I actually remembered it from when I was a little girl. Some things can't be taken from you, it seems. Father's making himself useful, helping me fix up the cottage and caring for the animals. You should see the amount I have now. He's been waiting years for this. Now he can't stop smiling. Sorry, I'm rambling. Family life and pastry recipes probably aren't the most interesting topics for such a historic reunion.
I'm just glad you're happy.
As am I. And no small bit surprised, also. Part of me is afraid I'll wake up from the dream and find myself back in the wilds, or worse, at the cloister. But no, it's real.
Okay, bye.
Oh, before you go, how does a red dragon plan their day? They don't. They just wing it. Sorry. My father's got years of terrible jokes stocked up that he never got to tell me when I was younger, but lucky for him, I've never heard them. And seemingly, I am easily amused.
I truly remain a mistress of poets.
As if you'd have me any other way. Go on, You've got mingling to do. I'll work on my punchlines some more.
Hello?
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
And they were like in camp together for a long time, so the fact that he was not invited is very telling. Okay. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
Well, that's assuming I'm the hero.
Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you could just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm? Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Okay, so we're here. It's
Scrounging in barrels and
you have to change your clothes or dye them. Let's just gonna look at the dyes and see if there is a rain and silver. All in this store.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
That's like it. Let's go. I'm gonna change things here.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Shakira, you have seen me in similar clothes at camp. Oh, I miss you too.
Ah, how nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
I've heard rumors the upper city was still beyond recognition.
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing 8 ones. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
What about you? What have you been up to?
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
So I say this campsite is my home. I can say the gates are always my home. Home is a Astarion. She doesn't like it because it's cheesy, but it's true.
Ah, sentiment.
Yeah.
With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
So, costumes a bit earlier. And we have more costumes. Let's see. Let's just keep going. Costume. Here's Gale. Yeah, I guess.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. Pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Yeah, so make sure it didn't smite you in the end.
She did not. I'm delighted to report. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Gosh, professors, do you think they are funny or cringe? I remember there were a couple of high school and college professors who thought they were just so hilarious, and then kind of got like you just felt sorry for them because nobody was laughing at their jokes. So it's so uncomfortable and cringy. Let's an excellent teacher. Let's well, yeah, you're an excellent teacher, sure, why not?
Ah, so you still remember our little lesson. It was at that moment, the weave connecting us, that I realized how much your friendship had come to mean to me. As it still does. You were, of course, indulging me in submitting to such a lesson. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course. And they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
That's my life. And I haven't heard tell us my throat. Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier for you.
That's nice.
A fitting reward for the sacrifices you made in getting here. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower.
What can you do? Can't lose house.
It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now. Time enough to come.
This has a keen eye for a nice vintage.
There's lae-zel.
Were we scrounging in barrels and
Yep.
grocery supplies when he could source these?
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strange word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Your efforts to cut Wolf Galactic are well underway then.
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith.
What is that?
Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exiled people. Once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Our Gish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Your tongue is as long as your blade.
My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Much lae-zel.
And to you, always. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. But don't think you've seen the last of me. I'll be back. Sure as the comet will rise. Sure as Kalir will forever circle the sun.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
Is nature intended?
Just as I hoped they would, more like. The Oak Father has been kind to me this past while. Yet I cannot forget the bond we all forged together. It is one that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
Need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. That was more than worth the wait.
Yeah, let's do that again.
That was more than worth the wait? Oh, I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
Yeah. I want to hear about you first. What have you been doing?
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
I saw we have quite a few young dwarfs cared for, my wagons. What's it?
Ah, my greatest purpose and greatest reward. Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them, and yet they go on as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it, I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again. As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Let's see what I have.
I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
I may have volunteered you for something. You have room for a owlbear.
Do you truly even need to ask? Of course. Who could not open their home to a befeathered hero of Baldur's Gate? Ah, and I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise. Oh, imagine their faces. Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm still partial to rounding in circle.
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
With the grove.
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
They seem more settled, and that's nature. I think if you talk to him more than I did, watching camp and stuff, you figure out that he's kind of like he doesn't really do like long-term relationships, or he says like he doesn't really settle into relationships. Like he's, free love. If you attract somebody, have fun. But like he's like, I think he said he's like not really into commitment and stuff. But it seems like he is more settled down.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
And I think I managed to avoid it this time, but he does seem to confess that he seems to be willing to be in a committed relationship with you. Or that he loves you. Like deeper for him than he's ever felt for others. And I've actually had, I'm surprised he didn't do it this time, because it seems like in every place we've ever had, if I even talked to him 3 times in camp, just trying to get updates on him, he would take that to mean that, oh, so you want to get with me? Like, no, I'm dating Astarion. So,
before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle?
No,
I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Yeah, if you saw his face when we were hugging earlier, he definitely, I think it's kind of like a sad kind of like a heartbroken. Let's go speak to Alright.
Reunited with friends amidst nature.
Oh, right. You. Hello.
Mr. Carr, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dicarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
That's what he told you. Not my business.
Well done. Despite my old friend's genius. He'd have blown himself up long ago if not for the help of friends like you and I. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities.
Yeah, I quite like that invitation.
We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
Have I talked to everyone? Well, let's talk to Astarion. Astarion. Later. I think Astarion is actually the last person I talked
A
to.
stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Let's check in. Oh, Miss, shout out. Hello. I think we actually gotten everybody except for Astarion. Yes, Astarion.
Barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these.
I'm just kind of hanging here.
God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads.
And how have our friends fared without us?
Well, they seem happy, really.
I'm glad. It would be so easy to go through everything we did and come out the other side bitter and twisted. But they deserve happiness. We all do. And I will forever be grateful to have found it with you. I do feel a little bad keeping you all to myself. After all, I get to see you every night. Go on, go mingle. Enjoy your time with the others. Bless them with your presence. I'll be here when you're ready. I'll always be here, my love.
I don't think if you've done ascended with him, says that same line, but he says it like menacingly. I'll always be here. Definitely menacing, so. So if we talk to everybody, so we're gonna come here. I'm going to wrap up talking to Withers.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I'm satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me. Thou heroes, wastrels, friends, I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
Yep. Great friends. Ooh.
To you.
Scroll down. I think there's music playing, but I have it turned off. Trying to hit the space bar to skip. Do that so. Thank you all the great people at Larian and all the people that Larian hired contract-wise. It's maybe not listed here. I've actually started following the YouTube channel. Get a little back behind the scenes stuff that they started posting. Nope, didn't do anything. Can I do this? Oh, okay, there's a big old exit there, I didn't notice.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
And that is the end of Baldur's Gate 3. As I said at the beginning of the stream, it's a series. I may come back to this game way in the future and do like an evil/bad decision playthrough, but that is not on the horizon anytime soon because there are several other games that I've got to get into. The next stream, as long as Streamlabs cooperates with it. It will be Journey, the I think it's the PS2 or PS3 game, because it is now on Steam, so I can finally play it. It is a mostly blind playthrough, and given its length, I think it'll have to be cut into 2 separate streams because I think it is a little long. Like try and one-shot it. So that is what we'll be getting into for the next stream. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye!